Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I was asked to use pen pastels in a mixed media background. So I had drawn this a while ago. I see that she needs a little bit of help with this eye. It's a little too big, but I thought that I would put her on a canvas and I would do a background for it. So you can kind of see, I'll do it like this. You can kind of see, how to do it. It's very easy. They do work. And I like to mix it in, so we're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to set her aside. And first, I just have a regular canvas. It is, don't know what size it is. It's probably like 8 by 10, if I had to guess. 10, 8. So that's where we're at. And first, I want to throw a bit of paint down on the back. And the reason I'm going to do that is like a gesso type paint. So what color do I want to use? I want it light. It's kind of spring out today. I'm going to use yellow. It's kind of spring out today, and this is going to be yellow light. We're supposed to be getting really bad winds and all, but let's do it. Okay, so just putting down some yellow, just like that. Still not completely set up here, so you have to excuse me, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to take a paintbrush. We're just going to squish it around. Now this is yellow light, and you can see it's kind of opaque. So if I wanted to do another color and then put this over it, I wonder if this would help if I shut that a little bit. It would be able to kind of cast over it. Let me show you. Let's see if I could do it. Yellow, let's do a little bit of this. The slightest bit of blue. Come on. This is just going to be a light blue. And I'm going to get another brush. And I'm just going to run it around the sides. And I don't care if this mixes. It gives you a nice look. But what I want to do is dry this so I can show you with some of the yellow over it. And I'm going to go in and just lay some of this blue down. Get those edges. Working on my non-stick mat, but you could be working on a piece of paper that you want. I like to put brown paper down. Or brown paper bags, rip them open. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of feather this down a little bit. I like that. I think over here on the edges too. Okay. All right. So once this blue dries, which I will try to do right now to make it a bit easier. Okay, now I'll take some yellow, and I'm going to give that a second to dry. When you're using your heat gun to dry, you don't want to hold it close to bake it, and you don't want to go right on top right when it's done. You want it to just cool for a second. And then this, so see how you could still see that underneath? And I'll hold it up for you. Like I could just go in and just do and I could really go in and clean that off. But you see how you could still see that blue underneath? And if it was opaque, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I'm just going to finish this. Do I have a lot of extra yellow left? Yes, I do. But what can I do with it? I don't have anything sitting here, so we're going to have to just do the dirty. I hate doing the dirty, but we're just going to give it a squeeze. Kills me, but sometimes you just got to. And I'm going to go back in and take the rest here. Just wipe it there. I wasn't quite prepared. I'm not all the way set up in here. Okay, and then you can see I'm just, doesn't matter. Like I said, that's great if you have a piece next left over. But that's great because you could see it almost turned like a green. Okay. All right. Now what I'm going to do, just kind of go over it like that. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to dry this. You guys watching anything on Netflix? We just finished The Woman Across the Street, and the Woman in the Window Across the Street, Across the Road. I don't know what the heck it's called. It's like this long name. It's worth watching just for entertainment's sake. The last couple episodes weren't the best, but to sit and have something to watch mindless, it's good. It's like they tried to, and maybe it's a book and I'm not aware of it, but they tried to make a chick lit book into a TV show. Okay. But the actors, I mean, you know, it was good enough. You know, I guess everything you could pull apart, right? Okay, so now I want to leave this cool down, and I just have some random, I gotta close this because you know I'll be all over me. Random stamps. Oh, a little wet there still. Because you don't want to stamp with your wet paint. You can. You definitely can. I have, but it's not where I'm going for today. Just giving it another blow. Okay. Okay. All right, cool down, baby. All right, so I'm just taking random stamps, which you guys have seen. I never buy new stamps. I don't know why. I think because they're expensive, and I don't know. When I go to the stores, I just don't. I look and I'm like, oh, geez, they're kind of expensive. This is Adirondack Earth Tones in Slate, and then I have Ranger in Archival, which means that once they dry, they're permanent. And that's what I want because I'll be going over them with different things. So I'm just going to go and we're going to see what inks these have left in them. And like these little blumpies, they don't bother nobody. Just go like this. Because it's just for some texture, right? That's it. Now I have Orion Fibro, so my hands, sometimes it's hard to pick up and do all these with these. So this is the way I do it. I lay it down. I give it a couple smushes. And I flip it over or do whatever. And push it. And push it real good. Okay. That one's done. See, we're just adding some dimension because we're going to build on top. And with the pen pastels, colored pencils, whatever, we're going to, you know, it's going to layer. Now let's see if this black's been through a lot. Let's see if she's going to work. I'll lift this over this time. Give it a press. And I'm not going to use it the whole stamp. Look at that. Oh, it's going to look nice on the yellow. And I'm just going to keep stamping. And you say, why so many stamps? And I say, why not? Give it a real quick one. Off that. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm going to do 3 like that because sometimes it's just the way the life goes. Okay. And this one is like a crackle kind of thing. I'm not really going for anything, but, you know, specific. So we'll just kind of go like this. And at the end, you're only going to see a little bit of this showing through, but that's the fun part, is you'll always have peeking. Now, at this point, you can go and pick out of your magazines if you want to add something, or you could stamp over, stamp, whatever. You can do whatever you want, but you're going to want to let this dry for a second. So I'm going to set those there. I'm going to put the lids on because I lose more ink pads that way. Remember, these are permanent. If you do not have permanent, it's okay. Use what you have. You can do several things. You can use your ink pads, and then you can let them dry because they're going to be water-based, so you want to give them a second to dry or heat gun them. Take Mod Podge, matte, whatever you got, and real quick over it, okay? Real quick. It might smudge a little bit here and there, but it'll seal it a little bit because Mod Podge is the sealer. Mod Podge has a great spray. I can't think of the name right now. Mod Podge, I want to say Magic, and that's not it, and I have it, and I don't. Anyway, Ultra, Mod Podge Ultra. And that is a spray, so you shake it up. They have matte and gloss. Give it a quick one. Leave it dry. That helps. So, you know, you don't have to have permanent. Now, one thing I do recommend is go with a coupon to Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, wherever, and get a permanent. They all have different like store brand ones. You don't have to buy necessarily Ranger, but just buy like one color. Black I usually go with, or gray. And then you'll always have something because we're going to build on top. You're not going to, it doesn't really matter the color. You know what I mean? As long as you have one, then you can play. So that's that. And I can see it's a little sticky still, so I'm going to hit it with the heat gun again. And this is just a little extra. I tell you what, I like this just like this. Oh, look how cute it looks with the colors. I should have blended them a little bit. It doesn't matter because that's not what I was going for. But do you see here how it's muted now and how you can see the blue a little bit through it? It's kind of like a green, but it's muted. So that's what that is. So, okay. Well, there's the other canvases I was looking for, of course. So I need, my dog to quit running around. I need my stencils. Let me grab them. Okay. And let's see what we got just to play with because, again, now there are so many different ways that you can play and do things. You can use the Deco Art. I love these medium misters. I love these. I have mine in the bag sitting there so I can make sure they all spray before I pull them out because we all know I don't have the best luck with that. Okay, here's our face. Gonna move that over there. Gonna move this over here. Okay. Now, these are not going to work because they're more muted colors, and I really don't want to mute that. So I might want to pick up a couple of my colored ones. Let's see. Let's see. Over here. We'll do this one. Okay. Watch out, guys. Okay, watch out, baby. All right. We're gonna use these ones. And you see you have these colors. These are just some different colors, same things. You can use, which I'm not going through on mine right now, but like if we had red, like I'll use magenta on here. You know, you can use like the opposite colors if you want. This is burnt sienna. This is the colorless blend. So this is turquoise, so we'll play. We're gonna go in, okay. I'm gonna open it. And look how pretty they are though. And then I'm gonna go in with a stencil. Kind of like this one. Let's see what else. I like the time one too. I always love dots. Let's see. Okay, so I mean, I don't need many because it's a small canvas. We'll just kind of, oh no, you know what, maybe those. Okay, so I'm gonna set these aside for now. We'll be fine. Then we're gonna move this. Girl, I cannot wait to get all this done, but I just been wanting to art so bad. And you know, okay, so let's start with the bigger one. And I'm just gonna kind of, I like to just, oh, look at that. And you see how it's off half and whatever. And then pick the color that you want. I'm gonna use the bigger one, but you don't have to. And I think I'm gonna go in for this dark blue. It's like a navy or something. Well, that's pretty. And I'm just gonna lightly go over. And remember, you're on canvas. It's not a smooth surface. So you know, you're not, don't expect, you know, a lot from it because it's just adding a little layer in there. Okay. And you can even on the edges of the canvas if you want. Let's lift up and see. Now look at that. Really cool. Now, I don't know if I could rub this off. We're going to try. See if I can get the opposite. You know when you use paint or the inks and you can, let's see. Oh yeah, that's cool. Let me show you up close. Glasses on, glasses off. I'm a mess. Look at that. And then look at this. Look how cool that is. If you don't want to use this, you can definitely go in with this, and let's do a little bit of this. Going flat. Size. I like going for it. I like just like wham bam, thank you ma'am, you know? So I like this, but I need something dark on here. Let's wipe this off. I'm going to go in with the magenta. Let's see what this does. And I'm using this just to show you you don't need all the things, right? And depending on how my hands are that day, this could be much more helpful. And these are nice. You can blend and make different colors. You can do so many things. But look at that. It just gives you something, right? Now, if I go like this, let's just try it. So nothing gets wasted. I hate wasting, and I just wasted all that paint. So I'm like, where can I save at? Okay. Okay, let's see if it did anything. Nah, not much. That's okay, though. Oh, yeah. All right, something in here now. Let's do... I wonder if this would be too small to see. We're going to see. I'm just going to place it. I'm going to... What about the light blue? Let's see if I can clean this off. Might come up a little purple because of the blue and the pink, but I don't care. Let's scrub that in there. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to do this. We're going to go over. We can go over where we did. Now these are small, so they're not going to be as pronounced. But if I go in, let's say with this, is this easier? We'll see how it performed up there, how it formed, and then how it performed down here, which was better for the smaller holes. And bigger is better, so what are you going to do about that? Okay. Oh, how cool. Look at that. Just some dimension. Okay. That kind of looks like words, and I'm living for that. So I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to do something down here in a different color. And you can see the difference. This, I mean, there's not too much of a difference. These look more like little holy things, where these, some of them are more in, but you know, whatever. Okay, I'm putting it on my pants to wipe it off. Plus, I wanted to start recording because I want to see what I need, what I don't need. Why would I get yellow when I'm on yellow, Kelly? Why? I wanted this. But, you know, so there's that. Let's try, let's go for the dark blue again. There. And just rub it down. Rub it across. Couple taps. Back in. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I need one more little piece for 3. I think I'm gonna, how we go? This way, maybe we'll go down this way a little bit. And let's go in for this. I don't know what this will do. Maybe it'll warm it up a little bit. Who knows? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay. So you see how we added that on. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do as far as the pan pastels. What I want to put, maybe I'll go in, will this do anything here? If I go in like a smaller flower, but like the bright yellow. If that makes sense. I'll just kind of tap at it. And then go in. I don't know, but you see you could play, right? You could play. It's all fun. All right, I'm so excited. Now, we are gonna set this aside. And this eye is freaking killing me as I keep looking out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, no. No, no. Problem is, my son-in-law, I'm on his iPad a lot, like drawing and trying to learn. Look at all the powder on here. So it's like so much easier on there because you can do the eyes and all. Do like that. The eyes and all, you know, you do like, they come up the same on both sides. It doesn't work that way when you draw, does it? Okay. Now I'll go in the middle here. I don't know what the heck I was doing that day. See, now if I hold it down, it would make that a full circle. So you might see me a couple times being like holding, waiting, but she okay, she good. Now I'm going to cut her out. The only thing I'm not going to cut out is I'm going to cut out her neck. Right? And I'm going to do the outside of the ears and her face. The hair and all, I'm not going to do. But before I do that, I'm not going to touch too much. I'm going to get everything off the face that I can. Very lightly, Cal, very lightly. Where is your erasers? I'm going to go in with my gummy and like, just real lightly. Get those ears. But you see how we're just real lightly, so we're still going to know that that stuff's there and I can still go over it. But it's not going to be so like bam in my face. Now I will take my scissors, because I sit, and maybe I'm the only one that does this, but I sit at my couch and I draw, or wherever, like if I'm not having a good day physically, so I can just sit and draw. That's why I love the iPad, because you know, I can sit on the couch and feel like I'm arting, I guess, when I'm having a bad day and I can't get in here. Okay, now what I like to do is just call it a day there. And then I'll go around. You know what's good is I have them sitting over there, or those things that you put down on a cutting mat. Then you have the thing and you just trace and it comes right out rather than the whole scissor thing, but that's all right. Cut that down and get this ear, and we done. You'll know what the next part is. And I'm just probably gonna do my best to make this one video if I can, and just put it up. So yeah, Dave fell on the ice in our breezeway, like in our thing. We have a awning thing that leaks, like when it rains and snows. So as it melts, it all the water pools, and then it freezes and it gets, you know. So poor thing was coming in the other day with my son-in-law, and the ice was like clear as can be, and he couldn't see it, and he fell. So he's pretty banged up, and it's a shame. It really is, because he had all these things planned and now he can't move. Okay, come on. I shall be right back. Okie dokie. So here we are. So I have my face, and I'm going to decide where I'm going to put my face. Now, I have here, it's called Mod Podge paper, and it's hard for you to see because I have it open and I don't want to spill it, which I probably will anyway. Mod Podge paper. This is matte, comes in gloss. You've usually seen me use Mod Podge matte or, you know, gloss or whatever for this. But I got a lot of questions about it being sticky, or when they use it in their art journal, it makes things sticky. Then use the Mod Podge paper. I usually use the regular Mod Podge, but it depends on your environment. If it's humid, if it's, you know, if it didn't dry all the way, if it's too thick. I mean, there's so many things that could happen that can make it maybe a little tacky. You could put a little piece of parchment paper over it in your art journals if that's tacky, you know, for now. But try this, you won't have tacky, and it's good. Okay, so, oh girl, I'm a mess. So I have my face, and I want to put it somewhere. But first, what I want to do is try to get this on here the best I can, this glue, without smudging too much. So I'm going to just wet my brush the teeniest bit, and let's see. I'm just going to lightly, see that did that right there. I'm going to have to dab it. It's going to come off. I need my spray. Let me try to find my spray. I'll be back. Okay, so it must be still downstairs. So there's no way I can get down there or not. So let me think here, because these are keeping, it's just that dark brown. So I'm going to go, and I wonder if I just kind of lightly tap. Yeah, see, it's going to run it. It's going to, shit, I should have got my, I didn't even think about grabbing my, I mean, what are you going to do? It is what it is. I didn't even think about grabbing my, what's the stuff you spray on? Oh, shit. Can't think of what it's called. I'm all polluted now. You know, so stuff don't smear and you can do another layer on it. Fix it. I didn't even think about grabbing it, but that's what I need. Because all this is going to be ruined. That's all right. I'm not going to be You see how beautiful it was? But this is my fault. This, if I had my fixative here or my Mod Podge spray, this would not be an issue. And a lot of it's going to be covered with the hair, so you're not going to see too much of it, so it really sucks. But it's alright. I mean, what are you going to do? I can't sit here and cry over it. Could I? Yes, I probably could. But I ain't going to fix anything or change anything, so let's just go with it. Shit like this happens all the time. And like I said, I'm just trying to fix up my room here. Now I might be able to, once I do this, and it's like a little tacky, I could go back in and put those dots if I want. But right now I'm just going to do this. And I'm not going to use the same brush for my face because this will get this all, and it's going to get stuff on it anyway, but what are you going to do? All right, I like to put my faces, you guys know, I think I'm going this way today. I think I'm going to go, right there. I'm going to go in, get some more. It's already got paint underneath, glue underneath rather. So I'm just going to paint this on. You can see my meds are making me, I just took my Humira and yesterday and it's making me crazy. So excuse me. Like I said, if you've been with me, you know. If you know, you know. But it's alright. Still gonna do my thing. And now what this is going to do, it's going to seal it, not only seal this down, but when it's dry, I can work on top, and all this like smooch on it, right? It'll be working over it. So I can go now and take my brush and just give her a wipe to see, to make sure nothing's on it, you know? And then I can go and kind of see how I'm just gonna push it down a little bit just to get some of that off. And the great thing about Mod Podge, it dries fast. So there's that. And this is good paper Mod Podge, so it'll work good for you. Gotta see if I can get some, maybe do a giveaway for it. I have so many new subscribers. So blessed. It's a shame, and then I'm doing this video. Okay. Alright. So I think I'm going to leave it be now. And I'm going to wipe this off. Just rinse it a bit. Dogs are